What am I saying?
Right.
I'm saying this.
That's right, brother.
I'm saying
That's
this. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Because, see, I'm about to piss some people off, but I'm about to open some people's eyes. And I don't care about the people being pissed off. Okay, let's take sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. It feels good, smells good, tastes good. It is good, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay,
that's
now
right.
let's look at what he offers us in retrospect. He offers you a condom, which is made out of lithium carbonate, which is a plastic, which is the same thing your cell phone batteries are made out of. You take your cell phone battery out your phone, what does it say on the back? Poison. So when we put on a rubber, we are giving our woman poison. But then they tell you to practice safe sex because they give you all these illnesses. Come on, man. It's a game. We only make Magnum rich. We only make the condom man rich because it's a hustle. There's no safe. The only safe sex is the sex with your partner.
Right.
If she clean and you clean, that's the safe sex. A condom can't stop nothing. It's hocus pocus. The box tells you that.
Right.
We are giving our women poison. It's made out of lithium carbonate. It's made out of lamb skin. It's made out of plastic, man. These are poison. The friction, the heat. The friction and the heat from the in and out puts poison in our wounds, man. So don't pick and choose one. If you're gonna go all the way, it's only one way to do right. But hey, when we have sex, they say we practice safe sex, so we go right.
You know what? Give it. Black Rose. Who are you? Right. Because
who are you, Black Rose? Come on.
Who are you? We've been watching
here while we building and whatnot. You're really enjoying yourself, not to give one damn word. Shit.
I mean, vampires don't say anything; they just soak up energy and don't give back.
Yeah, that's a fucking devil, man. I'm telling you.
There's a vampire. You got to give your energy back.
Click them out.
At least introduce yourself.
I know that's a damn devil.
Yup. And then the funny part is they know this talk. You understand? That means they understand this. How they say everybody have a frequency. You know the real. You know things when it's solid. You just go on my damn archive and listen to everything. Okay? All right. I mean, this ain't something that we just changed up. So you can understand it. Now, here's something else I want to ask since you mentioned that. Now, let me ask you this. Because we are on martial law and the politics of crime with the sex. I just wanted to point out to the family listeners today that the white man's concept of sex and all that, he's full of shit. And that the truth of the matter and whatnot is that it's all based on money. That there is no God, devil, there is no right or wrong. It's all based on profit. He don't really have a mind where he's like agreeable or disagreeable. He doesn't care about a God concept. He don't care about the good or the bad. He cares about how he gonna make money off of it, truthfully. No, and most of the time they give us the holy book. They'll give you the holy book and be like, oh, that's the devil. That's God. For the white man, that's money. The same thing with the sex and prostitution. They don't care if it's wrong, truthfully, but being as though they can make money off of busting off that case. That's why we call this the politics of crime, because the politics of crime is all based on money and profit. Everything goes together, from the pornography to the sex to the gang to the drugs. You're looking at $1 billion industry. That's the same thing with the American prisons, which are organized taxpayer concentration camps. That means that that's set up for your black ass. And all of the male children and women as necessary, that's set up to put you in there even before you decide to kill this devil or before you decide to kill yourself, which we're doing a good job at that today. And being as though the house Negro pig feet pork chop preacher in the American Boule Christian Negro Church, being as though he's more concerned about his Cadillac and he has upgraded his life to a Lexus now. Most of these black Masons, T.D. Jakes, Klepto Dollar, these other storefront Negro preachers, Boule, being as though they are concerned about their pig feet and their Lexus and Cadillacs, they're not going to talk to you like we are. And this is what you call real talk. You can feel it in your soul. You may not like what you hear sometimes, but you know what's going on. You know this prostitute, this trick shit, and all of this is jumping off.
Universal prime creator bullshit people are going around here.
I don't know what they're talking about. Universal, what that mean?
It sounds like some church shit to me, man. They're talking about universal prime creator, the creator. What the fuck are they talking about?
The Big Bang, is that what they're talking about?
Mm-hmm. I mean, everything. You went to a man's school, you speak in a man's language. You wouldn't even know how to spell creator or know what the word creator even meant, or what you think it means.
Right.
If it wasn't for a man that told you.
Mhm.
Where do these people come from?
Right.
You call on the creator to give you some. If that farmer don't harvest those crops and that food, your ass would starve.
Mhm. Talk about it. That's
Even
right.
whether it's poison food or whatever.
All right, let's get real on
the
him now.
devil's a god. I mean, he's a god of negative. However, he is a god.
Hey, Supreme, I got a quick question.
Stuff, man.
Yeah, he is the god. Yeah, he is the god of the demon negative. But he's the father of lies. That's his world.
A creator ain't some imaginary hallucination. A creator is the supreme consciousness, what people call the super consciousness. That's your creator or your creative self within you. Mm-hmm. And each of us have a higher degree, just like our parents, our grandparents. They keep a higher frequency of knowledge, which is why by nature and naturally we're always supposed to look up to the elders because they're supposed to be at a higher frequency with age. Mm-hmm. You see, now since the wisdom and knowledge is coming out of the mouth of babes, because the elders is full of shit. They don't throw it out to the white. So now the knowledge with the babes, the young, or the generation of the 70s and 80s and some 60s. Some of us now, since we can see beyond the bullshit, we're the lambs basically. That's why you have the sheep and then you got lamb. Lambs are the younger of the sheep. As they have lamb's blood on you. That's symbolic of the younger. You have the goat, the characteristics between a goat and a sheep. The sheep symbolizes the trustworthy or the righteous symbolic beast, and then the goat is the beast that's, he styles that in the beast language, however, that's what that decoding, and that's what that means.
Already. Hey, that makes me think about Coming to America when Eddie Murphy told old girl he was a goat herder. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he said, Eddie Murphy said, I got to sow my royal oats. Remember that? Mm-hmm. They use the term, I got to sow my royal oats. And, as I said earlier in today's topic, I told you about the mythology of white folks being educated and rich. I told you that's a fantasy, and the mythology of us being broke and poor. I'm going to tell you this too and whatnot. We have always had. Matter of fact, for the Christians out there that say God has not been good, not only has God been good to us, since you Christians believe that, but nature has been beautiful to us. We have fallen to white supremacy and European mythologies, meaning that we have fallen from power because we've went outside of the self to look for God. So meaning what I'm saying is that we have everything. You go back and look at Africa and generally, and still today, not just Africa, but you look at it there, we have always had wealth. And whether you see Sudan or those four countries of Africa, the reason why they're over there because those white devils been robbing their ass, along with the Jews and the Arabs. The same people you see on television about with Blue Cross and Red Cross, these poor people and whatnot. They don't give a shit about the poor. The matter of fact, this is how the rich get richer. So what I'm saying is, if you look at the movie Coming to America, the movie Harlem Nights, okay, and also they had a documentary on Black Wall Street. Our people always had their own. They were before you had the word integration and segregation. What am I trying to tell you? Because I know I sound cocky. We ain't no people that was broke, brother. We did not have this phony paper money. You understand? We had land. We had cattle. We had houses. We had the knowledge to build bridges. You understand? So one thing we got to realize, not only that we are gods and great people, but we ain't no broke, poor black folk who sit back and say, "Oh, white man, please help me." We got to get out. We got to get out of that mentality. We got to start holding it down and building themselves. You go back and look at Black Wall Street, Rosewood, look at the movies. Mississippi Burn. Our people had their own churches. We had our own schools. We had our own house in our community. We could work together to create what we want. We had milk and cow and sheep, just like the devil did.
Yeah, we spent $5 billion over Christmas.
Doing better. Right. Matter of fact, we was doing better in that time than they were. White folks, they always were struggling. Only reason why they have anything because they created fake credit. They live on credit. That's why credit is not really good for the Negro because they're not going to give you a loan so you can pay it back. Why would they give you a head start? So everything they have here is based on sanity. This is why their credit card industry has crashed because their jobs is not there. But the whole
the government or you.
Right.
Well, it goes back. No, not meaning to cut you off, Supreme, but let me hone in on this. Let me hone in on this, man. We, as a race, and I'm using race very loosely, because if you look at the race, the white man is winning, so I ain't gonna call it no race. But we just fail to realize the art of reading. If you look at we all have cars. How many of us have even looked at the Motor Vehicle Registration Act? Very few. We all have birth certificates. We all have Social Security cards. How many of us have looked at the Social Security Administration Act? You get what I'm saying? These are all bank instruments. Right. When my mom gave birth to me, B-I-R-T-H, the white boy changed it to B-E-R-T-H. He made my body a vessel, a ship.
Right.
He docked me he docked me and sailed my vessel to the bank in England. The bank in England sailed my ship to the bank in Puerto Rico. And that's where it sits. You know, you turn your Social Security card over, that letter in front of those first four numbers tells you where you are, where your ship is docked. But people don't want to read, man. They don't want to read. They don't want to read. But then when you tell a person they don't own their house and you turn their deed over and show them what the legal definition of tenant is, they won't believe it. When you take a title, when you have a title to a vehicle and you look up the legal definition of title, and then you coincide that with the Motor Vehicle Registrations Act, it tells you in black and white letters, you don't own it. By signing a title, you give over power of attorney to the state. And who owns the state of Texas? I'm in Texas. You know who owns the state of Texas?
Texas means Texas.
The District of Columbia owns the state of Texas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Texas. Right. Texas, baby.
Okay. Hey, brother.
All right, brother. Don't forget, brother, that Texas means taxes. Taxes. That means that out of all states, whether it's Commonwealth or non, when you're talking about Texas, the hang 'em high man state where they hang niggas for fun, in Texas, that means taxes, brother. That means that out of all places, they are taxing your ass. Ain't no place you can go where you ain't going to get taxed. That's another illusion. Also, the IRS, they're not even a corporation that exists. Let me tell you something. So these white people and whatnot, they are professional criminals. Is what I'm telling you. Okay, there's no difference between the man that's playing with the books in a corporate office in a bank who's creating false accounts and the man who's out on the street robbing people. See, we think as black people you can be a criminal and commit crime across the board. But because you always see a man selling a nickel bag of cocaine or weed, or a woman selling some pussy, or you see a man shooting somebody, you think that that's the only form of crime. And as long as the white people under white supremacy, as long as they can put that in our mind, then you will look at the criminal as the poor black boy on the street. But you will not look at the police officers who are impoverishing these people. So what they have the system designed in America, they have the whole system of the politics of crime. They have it twisted to the point where the people sitting in the suites and hotels, all those big bankers and all that, they are looked at as good, but the poor people that's being kicked out of their homes and destroyed, they're looked at as bad. They have it set where the poor homeless man or the poor dope man is being arrested, he is the bad guy. But the police that's hitting him over top of his head and didn't even hand him his rights, he's good. So this whole system is twisted, including real estate and the rest of it, because everything is based on illusion. And like I said, once again, white supremacy and whatnot, or what you call the Republican stack house, it's all based on them getting some kind of profit off of your ass being here. And you know what's even crazy? So you can be a criminal across the board 24/7. So from the CEO at Walmart or Kmart, any of them, or banking or insurance companies, they can be just as criminal. But the point is that also in criminality is also based on finance. Let's keep that in mind. It's not based on just a woman just don't go out and sell pussy because she just want to go down. So yeah, some she want her hair done, she might. You got some guys, they want to sell some cocaine dope because he want a pair of Nikes that he didn't make, by the way, right? So, but then you have people out there doing it quote unquote, who have to stay off the street and pay for their family, but it's still wrong. Does justify. So when you look at all of that, then you got the white boy come and hit you over here, lock you up, and now he looks like he's enforcing some law that he's created for his own profit. Okay, because they ain't gonna show you the money that they make through these prisons. Of arresting and busting people. That's one thing in America that they make sure that they hide, even from their own white devils. The white devil, he makes sure, the white man, that he hide the